Trading Addicts, what's up? This is Jeff Kohler, aka Option Addict, from over at www.tradingaddicts.com, here on this Easter Sunday to kick off a weekly watch list, which, by the way, hopefully you had a nice holiday, hopefully you've had a nice break away from the markets for the past 3 days. Coming into this week, though, first things first, we're up, we're elevated. You're going to see a lot of individual names extended, and be smart here. We're still in earnings season, so I don't think you need to go chasing your favorite stocks here. What I'm hoping we'll see is one last pullback before we eventually try to take out the highs. I think that would be best case scenario to look to attempt any longs into that. But again, expect anything this week. We're up near some resistance. We've seen some selling from these levels in the past. So coming into this week, I want to see how the market responds to corporate earnings again. See if we'll be able to take out those highs. But since we've traveled from so low up to these levels, what I'm hoping for is a pullback. But in any event, I think there's a lot of great individual setups out there right now, which is really what I want to focus on heading into the beginning of the week. And I'll start from the top here, and I got a lot of names to look at, so we'll just go through all of them. Coal names I think look pretty decent here. As far as like Walter Energy, for example, Walter had a monster run here on Friday, and to me looks pretty enticing to try to see a breakout to new highs. Arch Coal is also looking really good, off the lower end of this range. So if you want to play that range, which we've done in the past, you look to play it here, see how prices respond once they get up to these levels. Maybe we see a breakout, maybe we don't, but it looks like the momentum's starting to pick up to the upside here. And coal names are starting to look a little bit better. Another breakout trade I like on the week this week is to keep an eye on IMAX here. IMAX had a pretty strong day on Friday. We're up against some highs. I'd like to see how that stock responds to that. And if prices start to get above, let's say 32.5, I think that's going to be an interesting spot to want to look to buy. As far as some other just off-the-wall individual setups here, I'm watching NSU. I've been watching this consolidation pattern for last couple days at the end of the week. Prices trade up a little bit. I've got some orders in there to purchase this thing up a little bit. I really like the look of Boise here, BZ. Now take a look at that volume on Thursday and Friday. No real price movement, but some real subtle accumulation, consolidation over the last couple of months, earnings coming up. To me, just the recipe for a breakout here to see some upside. I think ALJ looks pretty strong here. This little consolidation pattern looks really, really good. I've been watching this PLAB, Photronics, excuse me. Looking for another breakout here up above about 9 or so. I think you want to look to locate along here. I've been watching this KKR as well, which had some really interesting volume about a week and a half ago or so, and now it's back up there at its highs. Maybe we see a breakout from this. Another consolidation pattern I like is in Home Inns and Hotel Management, HMIN. I've been following the stock for a little while and like the move through here. We called this a little long on the way up from 38 all the way up to about 43, 44, and it spent the last couple weeks just consolidating. So volume profile looks pretty good for this stock to make it up to about 48. So I'd look for a breakout in this name. Traded really well on Friday. Solars. So curious to see what First Solar does here, but a lot of solar stocks are looking pretty good. Trina Solar would be one of my favorites. I've already got a position there, but SunPower is looking pretty good. The way this bigger consolidation range is forming, big buying spurt coming in here on Thursday, looking pretty good. But my favorite chart setup here in solar is Evergreen ESLR. This chart looks awesome. Looks really, really good. So there's that. Also like a little RAM Energy, RAME. The way this bad boy's been coiling up and consolidating. OPXT out of semiconductors, which has been setting up a nice little channel. Come on, baby. Come on. There we go. Looking for hopefully just a break away from this little range. I've got a long here, but I'm looking to add on the way up. Again, volume profile looks really, really good here. VICL is a name I think we'll probably see a breakout in this week. I like this little pennant up here near highs. See, what else do I like? Curis, CRIS. Break this down to a 20-minute chart and you'll see what I'm looking at here. It looks really, really good. HEK, been watching this one for a while. See if she can turn up a little bit. Stock's looking pretty good. I think we're at a reasonable level of support right through here. A nice long flag that's been setting up for several weeks. So a break above this, I think you want to be a buyer. Volume's been looking pretty good too. Glue. I've been pretty adamant about a breakout in this, and I've got along here, but again, looking to add on the way up through about 4. I think it gets up through 4. I want to add to that position, but I like it here, into weakness at the lower end of this range. If this thing pops up tomorrow morning, I think you want to look to be a buyer. Last couple here, AAU, just nice long rounded bottom type setup is basically what I'm looking at here. Sight set on highs, consolidation through this most recent trading, last couple of weeks. Be watching for a breakout there, and then last but not least, MDW. Another gold or silver stock, the miners, they're all pretty much doing the same thing here. Silver miner too, I'd throw on that EXK, which looks really good. So since we're in a low volatility environment, I'm not expecting a whole lot of whipsaw action. So what I'd like to do is focus on the individual setups. Right here, I've got about maybe 15 names or so that I'm really, really positive about heading into this week. And of course I've got some dip buy setups. There's not a lot out there though. Keep that in mind too. I mean, for the most part, stocks have been up for the last 3 to 4 days. If you are going to locate longs, you don't want to buy stocks that have been up for that period of time. You want to buy those that are just now turning late bloomers, and where they're easy to manage risk. That's what I'm going to be focused on this week. So if you can, come trade with us. 5 days, $5 trial. Come give us a visit. Let me make you some money. In the meantime, this has been The Option Addict. That's been my weekly watch list. Thank you for watching. Have an awesome week.